when I watched this game, it just seemed like he just gave up. He was not pushing the ball as he wanted to anymore, and it was frustrating watching this guy. He just gave up. So.
He didn't want to be there.
May I weigh in on the Rondo thing? It's one of the few stories in the playoffs I've been paying attention to.
All right.
Rajon Rondo seems to think that 2008 title with the Celtics was all his doing. And he seems to think that people should roll out the red carpet because of that. And since he lost the other members of the Big Three, Pierce and Garnett, what has Rondo done to warrant such diva treatment?
Yep, Kevin just explained this. Yeah, go ahead, John.
Asking for a day off on his birthday last year was when I started to get on the anti-Rondo bandwagon. He was successful because he had Garnett, Pierce, and to no other extent Kendrick Perkins and Jason Terry with him. He was in no way, shape, or form has he ever been the guy, and they proved that when the Big Three broke up. So for him to request anything but treatment as an average point guard, because that's what he is ludicrous. He don't even hit the top 10 of NBA point guards.
I'm with you on there. Ladies and gentlemen, John Warner Show. Sorry, y'all know him, so y'all ain't got to really introduce him.
I like abrupt entrances. I might start doing this. I might start doing this all the time.
What it was like is when a wrestler is doing a promo and all of a sudden the music for the other people hit.
It was like,
I know. I was like, oh look, he's interrupting the promo.
John just come in and got straight to business and started talking. I ain't gonna give him a proper introduction, but
I'm the man who needs no introduction.
That was pretty funny.
Okay,
that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. So, but yeah, otherwise, what
I heard Rondo, and that's one of the few stories this weekend I've been following is the diva-like behavior of Rajon Rondo. Actually, I've been anti-Rondo. Anybody who's known me, I've been anti-Rondo for a few weeks, or for a few years now, and he just proved why I should be. He's a diva, and he carries on like a diva. And what has he done to warrant this treatment he wants?
Exactly.
You don't go to a team with a successful coach like Rick Carlisle and get into it with him almost the minute you get off the plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, who the hell are you?
I'm with you on that, John.
Yeah, I'm way with you on that.
I'm thinking that, and we were just talking about me. They look good on paper, and Dirk Nowitzki took a pay cut. It's a slap in the face of Dirk, honestly.
Especially with Dirk saying this is it for him. Right. I mean, come on. Rajon Rondo's one notch above Sebastian Telfair in my list of NBA point guards. Okay?
There you go.
So, and then that's why I say, like I was telling Kevin knows this too, that there was rumors swirling that he was going to head the Lakers for a max deal, and Kevin said he's nowhere near worth the max. Nowhere near worth a max player contract. So.
A 6'1" point guard with spotty range is not a max deal point guard. Okay, I mean, he is Jameer Nelson. Is what he is. He is a mediocre point guard. The only reason he had any success early in his career is he's kind of like Mario Chalmers. You had to account for everybody else around him. A squirrel was going to get a nut, and that was Rajon Rondo.
Yep.
I mean, come on. I watch very little amounts of basketball, and I can tell you that Rajon Rondo was a victim of his circumstances in Boston, and he's proven that since he left.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. All right, let's move forward and talk about this series coming up here. You got the Rockets versus the Clippers, and Kevin, give me your first thoughts about the series.
The Clippers beat the. It's like the Clippers with all the old Magic players against Houston with one old Magic player.
I'm looking at the other end of this story. San Antonio is out in the first round. When's the last time that happened?
I think it was before Duncan even got there.
I know, because he had some rough times early in his career, but wow, we're going to have a new champion this year, guys.
Yeah.
I think it was, the first time in a while that the Western Conference hasn't been represented by Dallas, the Spurs, or the Lakers.
Nah, the Oklahoma City Thunder was in 2012.
Oh yeah, the Oklahoma City was there.
Yeah, so
but the first time that I can't think of the last time San Antonio got bumped in the first round, and it was a hell of a series.
Oh yeah, that
was a hell of a series. My question is Los Angeles have the gas in the tank to compete with that track meet that is the Houston Rockets?
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it too. They win a tough series, and you got Chris Paul hamstrings coming up, so they're talking about. We was talking about they might rest him in the first game in Houston, and yeah. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with this. And Chris Paul, hopefully he gets healthy enough, but that's a short time frame to kind of turn around and ask for a guy to get healthy after he's playing on a bad hamstring and a tough emotional series that they've been playing in. The Spurs is no walk in the park, man. The Spurs is
2009 they got knocked out in the
2009.
first round.
That was 6 years ago, dude.
Yeah, 2009 was, I think, the last time they got knocked out in the first round, and that was to the Mavs.
I know it has to burn you up, Dwight Howard again. Another Magic player seeing success. Another Orlando big man.
And you know what's funny, man, is that
Oh no, 2011.
2011. Oh
That's
yeah,
when
they
the
did lose
Grizzlies.
to Grizzlies.
That's when
Yeah.
the Grizzlies knocked them out. Yeah.
The Grizzlies upset him. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's still 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just the consistency of the Spurs, man. It's just,
the ageless wonders, man.
I'm telling you.
They're the American dream. A bunch of foreigners succeeding in an American's job.
Oh, nice. Okay, my thoughts on this series. You got. First of all, we're gonna talk about the horrible free throw shooting between Howard and Jordan, but that's another.
That's what it's gonna be.
So here's the funny thing. So when you see
The whole thing, at a certain point, they should just foul both of them and have a free throw shooting contest.
so it's
To
gonna
see
be
who wins the game.
that's why I said I know it's gonna happen. It's gonna be a hack of Howard. Like, you gonna have my guy? I'm gonna hack Jordan. So
Yeah.
Jordan's got to hit these free throws too. But
Which the bad part is, I'd put my money on Dwight during this free throw competition.
yeah, Jordan is bad. I mean,
DeAndre Jordan's one of the few people that Shaquille O'Neal said had a problem with the free throw line. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Dude, when he shot them air balls.
But I'm interested, man, to see what James Harden does in this series. He's got a good rest. Trevor Ariza has been the S factor as far as their season is signed here. He's the 3-and-D guy that James Harden can let, the wing player guard and James Harden go off. But James Harden's done improve. I know it's been a nag at his defensive intensity sometimes, but he's been better this year. I will give him that. He's been better.
hell, he couldn't get any worse. Turnstiles at theme parks are more effective on defense than James Harden is, okay?
So
The little change in theme parks is more.
Revolving doors are more effective on defense. Right?
3-foot-tall children are
The
more.
Texas-Mexico border is more effective on defense than James Harden, okay?
oh man, that's so good.
A broken electric fence is better on defense.
Jeez, I
You
mean,
can at least
wow.
trip over that.
But I got this series. I got Houston winning in 6. I think Houston's going to go to the Western Conference playoff. I got Houston going all the way, honestly.
You think they're going to take out Golden State?
I honestly listen. I just
Man,
think
you're drunk, dude. You're drunk. Go home. You're drunk.
He's still
No.
hung over. I can smell it.
nah.
Were you up watching the Pacquiao fight last night?
I was, yes, I did watch the Pacquiao.
What a crime that was. I knew if Pacquiao didn't knock him down, I knew from the beginning of that fight, if Pacquiao didn't knock him down and knock him out, he wasn't winning.
Yeah.
That fight was nowhere near a unanimous decision.
But listen, I'm picking Houston to go there. Dwight, actually, when they're on the floor, they're like, I want to say their defensive rating go way up, and Dwight Howard looking pretty scared right now on defense. But it won't be because of Dwight Howard; it'll be because of James Harden. James Harden's playing another world right now, and honestly, I know they've been going. You can go player A, player B for MVP. I've definitely got Harden as my MVP right now, and
The only knock on the Golden State Warriors is you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
mm-hmm.
That's my only concern with the Golden State Warriors. But other than that, I don't see anybody touching it.
Gotcha.
And I think the Cavs are about dead in the water with this tragic injury to Kevin Love. But what are you going to do?
Exactly.
He couldn't shoulder the burden.
Who you got? Shoulder
the
burden.
Yeah.
As far as the Houston and
Clippers.
you got the Clippers.
I'm going with the Clippers. I think that series against, I'll say, I know it may have against the Spurs, I know it may have took a lot out of them, but I think it gave Blake Griffin that confidence that he needs. and where he could go up to that next level. And I think the Clippers will just ride it. And I think Chris Paul will end up coming back. I think he won't play game 1, but I think he'll be coming back in game 2. Hell, if he plays anything like he did that game last night on a hurt hamstring, shit.
My favorite thing on the Houston Rockets is just the annoyance of Patrick Beverley when he's out there. I know he's got a bad reputation among point guards, but if I'm the Los Angeles Clippers, the last thing I'm wanting is a banged up Chris Paul having to deal with Patrick Beverley.
Yeah.
We saw what happened with Russell Westbrook a few years ago. I'm doing every ball screen I can to get Beverley off of Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is an injured player's nightmare.
Well, the good thing about Patrick Beverley is that he's hurt too, so he'll be.
Oh, he got hurt?
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
So Jason Terry be guarding him.
Oh, that's easier. That's a lot easier.
Another annoying one.
That's a lot easier.
So, yeah, Patrick Beverley got hurt in the end of the season. They hold him out for the playoffs.
I didn't know that. Last I heard, he was still pestering defenders.
Yeah, it's something with his leg, I believe.
Supposed to come back in the second round, too. I did know something he was supposed to be back.
Nah. Yeah, it was at the end of the season where he just got hurt, and they was like, oh, now they're going to go with Jason Terry at the starting point. So.
41 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Freaking 2 series.
Just stayed under 75, so that should be good.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to just kind of power out through the East series because the West was so good.
The West was good. East, not so much.
East, not so much. So,
all right.
I'm going to get your
Here's
thoughts.
the East. They're second place. Let's move on.
All right, we'll just move on to the predictions. We'll go to break, and then we'll talk about the NFL draft.
The important stuff.
So, all right, give me your prediction against the Atlanta and Washington series.
Atlanta-Washington. It's kind of sketchy because Atlanta has been playing Spurs-esque ball, if so to say, where they don't care who scores as long as somebody does. And they've been playing a little Spurs-esque ball, and I think that's going to cause a lot of problems with Washington on the defensive end, but Washington looked really good that first round.
Yes, they did.
So, but I don't want to quite give it to Washington just yet. I think Atlanta moves on.
Okay. John, who you got in that series?
I'm going the opposite. I'm going with Washington. Atlanta is this is the first time Atlanta's been out of the first round since the Clinton administration, if my memory serves me correctly. And Atlanta is on borrowed time. You've got a lot of experience on the other side in Washington. I think this series of all series is going to be Paul Pierce's last hurrah and John Wall is coming out party. But I just don't want to see Atlanta. I do not want to see. I'm picking Golden State to win it all. I do not want to see an Atlanta Golden State final. So I want to see Atlanta go down as quick as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want to see because as much promise that finals has, it reeks of me like it is going to be a Spurs Nets 2003 NBA Finals, and I don't want to sit through that. It's completely one-sided.
All right, I got.
So I want to see the Wizards. The Bullets. I want to see the Bullets.
The Bullets.
The Bullets. All right, I'm looking at this series, and Atlanta had. I just say they just had a bad matchup with Brook Lopez, guy who can pretty much get you trouble inside the paint, create his own shot. You go against Marcin Gortat, who's a different type of player. He's energy.
Ball.
He's ball. The Polish Hammer. He's more of an energy guy.
Ball.
Get his shots off, offensive rebounds. He's a slasher, so he's not going to be able to create his own shot as Brook Lopez did. So
imagine if y'all would have kept one of those.
Yeah, gotta twist the knife and say, didn't he play for Orlando?
I know.
He
Imagine if y'all would
He
have kept
did.
a big
Well, let me just say this. He, which I don't blame him because he was behind Dwight Howard and he wanted to start, so I don't fault him for wanting to trade him.
Dwight Howard's been such a sign down there in Orlando.
Yeah. So I mean that's why I say Marcin Gortat. And I told him dude, he need to go because he deserves his money. He's a hell of a player. But I got this Atlanta winning in 6 games. Washington, to me, I think that Toronto was more. I think it was. I thought Toronto would be a little bit better in the playoffs.
They got exposed.
They got really exposed. Kyle Lowry's been terrible since the All-Star break. He disappeared. He was 12. He shot 31% from the field in the postseason, and after the All-Star break, he was shooting 37%, and he shot 21% from the three-point line in the postseason. So he completely disappeared. I have no idea what happened to Kyle Lowry, and I just felt like that. I sworn I thought Toronto was going to win this series, but to get swept